Yeah, that you put a king there and you will have your temple there and
Yeah.
everything's going to be there. Yeah.
Okay, and it said you guys cannot do this.
Who's no, it doesn't say that.
Yeah, no, it didn't say you can't do it,
What
but
did it say? I'm just confused.
okay.
Yes, you are.
So okay,
Yeah, I mean, you're not doing a good job.
we're all here to learn. Okay.
The other dude's doing a good job. You're not.
Wait, hold on. Relax. Okay. So the Torah says
Mhm.
that God will bring us back to the land. So how does that look like? It looks like religious people guiding us back to Israel. This is what happened during our first redemption, which is from Babylon. God exiles us to Babylon, and then he sends us Ezra and Nehemiah to lead us back into the Holy Land under religious auspices, right? The first thing they do is they build an altar, and it wasn't that they instituted secular left-wing parties. I get it. Most Jews don't walk around saying that the state of Israel is a fulfillment of biblical prophecy. That's like a Christian perspective. They realized after World War II, you had many Jews in DP camps. And the question is, what do you do with all these Jews who don't have a home to go back to, right?
Let them occupy land, I guess, is your next thing.
The Jews were already in the land of Israel. Jews themselves asked, where do we go? Like, should we join our brothers in the land of Israel, or should we remain amongst these angry Europeans? And they concluded, the religious Jews concluded, that it was safer for them in the land of Israel at that time. It wasn't a religious effort, right? It was one of staying alive. Now, the question is, what do we do with all these Jews who are there because of what the nations did to them? It's the nations that pushed them in that corner, because the Zionist movement wasn't as big as it was after World War II. So this is why you can support the state of Israel from a secular perspective, right? From a practical perspective, because I would rather a Western democracy in that region than an Islamic one. It benefits Americans, it benefits our interests, right? And I think it's almost like Jewish manifest destiny. We could do more with that land. There's a famous British general who said that the Arab is not the son of the desert, but its parent. Meaning, the reason the desert is a desert is because Arabs typically can't get along. Okay, they always war against each other. One Arab is angry with another one, so they'll burn their olive grove. If you see Israel from a satellite picture, it's green, right? The Israelis have done great things. They've been very.
I mean, the land of Palestine and the occupied territories of Israel, it's Mediterranean. It was never really desert, unless you're talking about the Jordan Valley. The land of Palestine is Mediterranean. It's full of green, olives. It's full of leaves. It's full of beaches and
What are you
sand.
talking about? You never been to the
talking about
Negev?
the coast. I mean, perhaps the coasts are around the
I've
Jordan
been to
River.
Palestine 7 times.
Dude, the Negev is a desert. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like inland Israel is a
Palestine.
desert. Don't forget, Israel, with the Jewish National Fund, they created a forest because it was all rocks and desert, right? We're
Right.
talking about the coast. And also, even Tel Aviv. I mean, Tel Aviv was a swamp. And
No,
the
it wasn't. It was legit named after the land of tall grass. It was
No, I get
tall
it,
grass.
but it was a swamp full of malaria, and the early Zionists they drained the swamps. It's amazing what the early Zionists did. They created this system of irrigation that they sold it to African countries because.
Wait, hold up. So what you're saying is this? It's better off that you guys came to the land and took it because you guys made it better, and it was a wasteland before, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes, of
Are
course.
you
Absolutely. And
smoking
this is why I'm not
some
about to
fake
give America
marijuana?
back to the Indians too, by the way. I
But
think
yeah,
the
actually-
land ultimately belongs. I'm not making a religious argument. I'm making a secular argument. Put religion aside, okay? Religion aside, the land belongs to whoever is willing to fight for it and achieve their goal.
Fight what though?
Palestinians win-
Because my question is, Israel, the Zionists, right, have unalived civilians. They're not fighting militaries. You understand this, right?
Casualties of a war. It's called
Casualties of war. Okay, so let's flip the numbers. Let's say 40,000 Israeli civilians have been unalived. What would happen?
In the bombings of Dresden, I think we unalived over 200,000 people. Now, traditionally,
Wait, what are you talking about?
World War
the
II.
Allies.
World War
With
II.
the Allies. Okay. Now,
Okay.
traditionally, the way war functions is that the country or the people who start the war, they're responsible for the casualties of that war. Only when it comes to Israel does that rule not apply.
Wait, so you think the war started October 7th? Are you
Yes.
going to be ignorant?
Absolutely.
Wait, so you're saying before October 7th, there was no illegal settlements or unaliving of any Palestinian civilians?
It can't be illegal because there was never a state called Palestine.
They're actually
If there
called
was a state
illegal
called
settlements under
Palestine, then
international
it would
law.
be
They're
illegal.
called.
The
The
you
U.S.
can't
is
do something's
also
illegal. I mean, just
condemned
because
it.
the UN declares it illegal.
No, the U.S. also calls them illegal
Doesn't
settlements.
matter.
What do
From
you
a
mean it
practical
doesn't
perspective,
matter?
there's no
That's
state
not
of
what-
Palestine. If there
So,
was
so
a
you're
state of
saying it
Palestine, I
doesn't
would
matter
agree
what
with
the
you.
U.S. and international law say. You're going off of your
Oh, I don't
opinion.
care about international law.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
All
know
right, let
Zionists
me
don't
give
care
you an
about
example,
international law. This is
Mr.